to my channel. My name is Dana. It's lovely to have you here. I am back with a chatty video this time because I wanted to share with you my process on how I use my traveler's notebook / bullet journal throughout the day. So to give you some context, I work from home and I teach English online. This video will be about my typical Mondays in particular, since my schedule varies from day to day. And as you can see here, I usually begin my day with cleaning up my workspace, making sure my space is tidy so I can set the tone for my busy day ahead. Also, I would normally make some coffee to get some caffeine into my system, and then I would consult my bullet journal to plan the day. But on this particular day, I think I woke up a bit late, so I was running behind schedule, so I went straight to my digital calendar to check my classes. I use my physical planner, which is my traveler's notebook, together with my digital calendar. It's simply because my digital calendar has all the information about the classes that I need to teach. And I used to use time blocking methods on this digital format to schedule my day, but generally now I like to separate my work and personal schedules. This is especially important for me because I work from home and it's absolutely essential to set boundaries so that when I finish work, I can simply log off and then I won't need to stare at all my work responsibilities in my physical planner at the end of the day, so I can fully relax. I have a no-show student, so this means I have some free time to go into my physical bullet journal and get an overview of the day. And I'm going to also update any new information from the previous day. I was supposed to do this before my work day started, but as I mentioned, I was running short on time, so thankfully, my work is super flexible, so I can take advantage of these precious moments to do other work. And in this case, I can do some planning. So let me run you through my process. Here I am on the weekly page, and I had already set this spread up. I'm now just going to add in some details and set the priorities for this week. I'm going in with my Lamy Joy fountain pen with a calligraphy tip, and I'm going to use this to add in the header, and then I will go in with my Lamy Safari fountain pen to write the details down. To be honest, my focus stays pretty consistent from week to week. Sometimes I name this section goals or anything else, but also sometimes I have a special task that pops up that needs my attention, so I would write that here. I have my laptop open as well, so I can check this alongside my physical planner. During my lunch break on this day, I decided to do some journaling. My process is very simple. Whenever I feel like it or when when I have a spare 5 minutes, I write a page in my notebook. I don't use any particular prompt or question. I just use this time to document what I did or how I felt, and it's just some time to process how I've been doing. It's been particularly helpful recently when I've been swamped with a lot of different responsibilities, because sometimes the days just sort of like merge together into a blur, but I take some time to reflect, and it helps me to become more intentional with how I spend my time. So if you don't already, I highly recommend journaling. To talk a bit more about the notebook itself, I use a Muji notebook, which is just the perfect size, for me personally anyway. Like if I was to write using a bigger notebook, I would feel pretty overwhelmed, I think. And if I had a smaller one, it wouldn't be enough for me to really delve into my thoughts. And moreover, I love this notebook because it's fountain pen friendly. Its simple layout really helps me to be flexible as well. And sometimes I add stickers, ephemera, or washi tape to decorate. And on other days, it's quite bare and minimal, like you can see on these two spreads. Now I'm moving on to some other habits I'm trying to stay on top of. If you have watched my previous couple of videos, you know that I'm moving abroad to Taiwan, and I have been learning Mandarin for a while now, but now that I've decided to live in Taiwan, I have found that it's vital. I really need to learn more vocabulary. So I got this mini notepad from Pinko that I sort of clip into the back of my traveler's notebook. I'm writing down some vocabulary from my Chinese lesson that my tutor sent to me. What happens is I have weekly lessons with my tutor, and she sends me a summary of our lessons together. Then I go through and compile some new vocabulary into Quizlet, which is like a online flashcard website. Then I go through and just compile 10 or more words from Quizlet to add to my notebook. It just makes it more accessible for me in this format, and it allows me to go through each word a little bit more intentionally, and then I can also flip through when I have some time. And the idea is hopefully I will commit it to memory. I realize that Taiwan uses traditional Chinese characters, but here I'm writing simple Chinese characters, simply because that's what I've been learning these past couple of years. So I know many of these words will be very different, but I still haven't figured out if I even have like the headspace or like the capacity at the moment to learn traditional characters. But I know it's definitely something that I will have to look into once I move to Taiwan. I had dinner, and I also had my final private tutoring job in the evening, and I am back now for my evening planning routine. I'm just going over to check my schedule for tomorrow, and tomorrow is sort of like a running errands kind of day with many tasks to complete. So I'm writing down all these things that I gotta remember so I won't forget. Then I like to add any major tasks alongside my events. The events are marked in with a circle, and then I write the time and then the event. And tasks are marked in with a simple bullet point in OG bullet journal fashion. I'm now going into my monthly insert because earlier that day my husband and I spent some time planning our trip to Australia for my sister's wedding, and also our wedding anniversary will be in this time that we are in Australia. So we have a lot to plan. Not to mention we also have to apply for my Taiwan working holiday visa as well. So I'm adding some events into my calendar. My work will be sort of all over the place because my schedule will drastically change while I'm in Australia. So I'm going in with my mild liner pen to indicate which days I will be working. I decided last minute to add some extra stickers to highlight the week when I'm off work. And I got these stickers from 10 by 10, which is a Korean stationery store. And I'm actually going to share a stationery haul video very soon, so you can look forward to all the lovely stickers available in Korea. I'm being a bit careful with decorating my May spread for now because it's quite far into the future, but just adding those different events there will help me to keep track of all the things that I need to do and any important dates in the future so I can plan for it and around it. But that's how I basically plan in my traveler's notebook on a daily basis. I'm very sporadic and I like to do things in the moment, adding one sticker at a time usually. But I hope you enjoyed this video of me going through my planning system throughout my work day. I really depend on my traveler's notebook, as you can see, and it really helps me if I stay consistent and make sure that I consult it throughout the day. I'm really happy that you've made it this far. Thank you so much for coming and joining my day. As I mentioned, I have another video coming up soon, so please stay in tune for that. And I really hope that you have a lovely day and that you stay cozy as well in your planners. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.